Hey everyone, it's Carolyn and welcome back to Contemporary Mama. Today is another episode in my Declutter Like a Mother series. We are tackling my playroom. As you can see, it needs a lot of work. So I'm going to be focusing on decluttering a lot of the toys and then creating some organization systems as well as some serious cleaning motivation. And we're also going to be adding some decor pieces down here to make it a little bit more kid-friendly, bright and colorful. So I hope that you enjoy. So I'm going to get started by just wiping down our new IKEA storage unit. I'll link it in the description box if you're interested which one it is. And then I also purchased some new storage bins from Amazon. I love this colorful butterfly design. I think it's just perfect for a playroom. So now it's time to get decluttering. Keep it or give it away to someone with no choice? What about this one? What about this one? You want to give it away? What about this? You want to keep that? Okay. Okay, but the big ones we're going to give away. Jake, I'm really proud of you. That was really nice to give these to people with no toys. So as you can see, I am going through all the kids' toys and I decided to do this with my son Jake. I am super proud of him. He was actually fairly ruthless with his toys. He was super honest. He told me which toys he played with, which toys he didn't, and he was so happy to be giving the toys to kids in need, knowing that there were kids out there that didn't have a lot of toys and that we were going to give these toys to them. And he just really enjoyed this part of the process. I'm, again, super proud of him for being such a big boy and being able to part with toys that he knew that he no longer played with. Now, this is the toy box that was in our living room. My main goal for this whole project was to get the toys out of my living room and get them down here into the playroom. I just feel like my living room was constantly cluttered with toys everywhere, and the only way to clean them up was just to throw them in this box, and the kids would constantly be pulling them all out to find the toy that they were looking for. So now I just have everything down in the playroom. Everything is organized. Everything has a spot so that we don't just like throw things into a giant box and then have to like dig them out. Now, when we were all done decluttering, we had a lot less toys. So I just went ahead and organized them into like categories and put them into the bins in this storage unit. And once I was done doing that, you know that I pulled out my new label maker. You saw that in my last decluttering video. I'm just obsessed with it. So not only does it just look really professional and clean and crisp, but it's just super practical because when the kids' grandparents are over or we have a babysitter and the kids are asking for a toy, they'll be able to find it for them easily, and it's also just going to help them clean up when they're done playing. So it's just really practical and looks really professional. So all of these like Magnetiles and Lego type toys, I'm actually going to be moving to a separate part of the basement. So I'm just kind of putting those in these bins, packing them up so that I can store them a little bit later. Now, this right here is just the epitome of cleaning with kids as I'm trying to pick everything up so that I can vacuum and mop. They are just dropping things on the floor, but that's just how it is when you have two young kids at home with you. Everything just takes a little bit longer, but it did eventually get done. So this part of our basement is just never utilized. That's our kitchen table from our old house and our train table. My son just never got into trains, so we honestly just don't use it. So we're gonna put this in our storage area and we're gonna sell the trains, I think. And then we're gonna turn this into Jake's like engineering building area. He's really into Legos and blocks and loves creating these structures. So I just thought it would be nice to have him to have his own little corner to build where Brooke's stuff isn't getting in the way and she's like messing it up. So that is what I'm going to work on next. So I'm just going to be packing up all the trains and the train tracks in these bags. No, I'm not throwing them out. Again, we're going to try to sell them because they are pretty expensive. So I'm just going to pack those up in these bags and maybe try to list them on Facebook Marketplace.
I love you when I hear you got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know you'll do right by me, I'll do right by you. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know we got this.
All right, so you may have noticed the costume change. Yes, it is the next day. This was a multi-day project, and this is another one of those IKEA storage units. My husband installed it last night, so it is secured to the wall. It's not going to fall over. And then I ordered these mint green bins from Target, so I am just going to be popping those open and filling them in here. Again, this is going to be my son's little like engineering corner, so anything that he uses to build is going to be over here. His Connects, Magnetiles, Legos, things like that. So I'm just going to be organizing those into the bins and then putting the rest of the toys and games into the other empty slots. Yes, you know what time it is. It is label making time. I had to add in my labels so that, again, anyone who's watching the kids will know exactly where everything is and where it goes when it's time to clean up.
Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. I'll never let you slip away.
All right, so if you thought you were done, you're wrong. There's still this whole other area of the basement that is a little bit chaotic. I'm just trying to tidy it up. This is actually my husband's guitars, and we also have some Guitar Hero guitars as well. So I'm just kind of like packing those up, putting them over in the corner so that they're safe. And then we just have a lot of like random items kind of like laying around here. I'm just going to kind of store those away in these storage cabinets that we have behind me, and then just kind of wipe everything down. And then I think the last thing to do is just finish vacuuming.
And you don't have to be afraid. I will hold you till the sun comes crashing down. I'm yours until the end of time.
no, I did forget one more thing. I bought a ton of new wall decor at the Christmas tree shop. They had just amazing stuff for kids, really fun stuff for sports and princesses and all the things that my kids are into. So I'm going to show you all of it in kind of like the grand tour at the end of the video. But yeah, I had my husband hang that up, and then now I'm just finishing off the room by vacuuming everything.
Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. Oh, I'll never let you slip away. Oh, and you don't have to be afraid. I will hold you till the...
So really quick, I just wanted to show you all the toys we're going to be donating. This doesn't look like a lot, but this bin is actually huge and it's overflowing with toys, as you can see. And then these two items are pretty big, so that really clears up a lot of room. And then this doesn't even include those two big trash bags full of the trains and train tracks as well. So the playroom is all done, and I thought I'd take you on a little tour. I'm so happy with how it turns out. So this is the space you see as soon as you walk down the stairs. And then over here is sort of Jake's wall. There's his bulletin board where we can put his art. And then some cute sports signs that, again, I got at the Christmas tree shop. Some of their favorite toys are down here on the ground. They are like race tracks. And then some of Brooke's baby doll items are over here. And then we have our new IKEA storage center with these pretty colorful bins. Everything is labeled with the label maker so that it makes it really easy for people to put things away, you know, when other people are watching the kids. A little bit of like messier stuff up here so they can't grab it. Hungry hippos. And then their puzzles so that those aren't like always out making a mess. Some cute animal art are on these two little walls. And then over here is Brooke's wall. She obviously needs to do a little more art for that board. Her mermaid sign. Girls just want to have fun. And then her princess alphabet. I decided to keep this. I wasn't really sure if I was, but I don't know. These are just some like random stuff that I still didn't get a chance to go through. Oh, and this is chalkboard paint on the walls. If you didn't know, you can draw on that with chalk. So yeah, it's not like picture perfect, Pinterest perfect, but it's a playroom. It's bright, it's colorful. I think it's really functional for the kids. They can reach everything. Everything has a place, and that is what is really important. And moving over to the other side of the basement, this is just like our couch. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this giant dog, but he's hanging out here on the couch for now. My husband's guitars and our guitar heroes over there. And then over here, I'm just so happy with how this little area came out. My son just really needed a little space of his own where he can do his building. So I'm just so happy that we decided to switch this from a train table to his Lego table. He's been already using it a lot just over the past couple of days. And then since it is a train table, they have this built-in storage underneath where you like usually keep trains and tracks. But I just put his race tracks under here. He has like this Connects racetrack set. So when he's not using that, we can store that under there. So there's just even more storage. So even if your son or daughter isn't into trains, definitely consider getting a train track table. Just for that extra storage is really helpful. And then our other little IKEA storage over here with all of his building things, his Connects, his Legos, Magna tiles, and then his like big boy games. So I just love how this little corner came out. I might get some like Lego art or signs for that little area here. But yeah, that is how the basement turned out. Again, I'm just so pleased that all the toys are down here now. I have a really great space for my kids to play, and everything has a place now. We have tons more storage than we did before. So I really think it's going to make a big difference in how this room is maintained. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope this was super motivating for you to tackle an area of your house that might need some TLC, some organization, decluttering, cleaning. I hope that this video provided you with everything that you need to get that area tackled. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on Friday with a brand new video. Bye.
Say my name, stay with me till the stars fade away and your scars don't say my name, stay with me till the stars fade away.